welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelly, and today I'm super excited about this recipe. We have not done a recipe video in a very long time. I think my last one was my homemade ice cream, so it's been a while. So today's is going to be gluten-free monkey bread. And if you don't know what monkey bread is, well, it's about like a big loaf. It's full of little cubes of bread, nice soft fluffy pieces of bread, and covered in cinnamon sugar, topped with some icing. It's gonna be wonderful. So if you guys are interested, please keep watching. If you're new here, also subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, and I am so happy to have you here. So we're gonna start making this monkey bread. What I'm gonna do first, I have the instructions right here. This is from the website Gluten Free on a Shoestring. If you haven't heard of that website, I highly recommend it. It has tons of recipes and lots that I'm gonna be doing in the future, like Girl Scout cookies. So look out for that video coming soon. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you wanna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I'm gonna turn that on. And then you're gonna take your dry ingredients. And I'm gonna link this down below. So if you're checking out like how much the ingredients are, how much you need, just click that link, it'll be located down below. So you're taking your dry ingredients for the dough, which is your flour, sugar, nope, not sugar, salt, and your baking powder. So I have all this in here, and you're gonna put this into a nice big bowl. Now this isn't a yeasted dough, which is good because yeast has been so hard to find these days, but I finally found some, and I'm really excited. I wanna try to make bread, like sandwich bread, one of these days. So that is what I'm gonna do with the yeast. I've been kind of keeping it just in case for when I wanna start doing that. Okay, so you're gonna take plain Greek yogurt. I have 3 little cups of it here. This is 5.3 ounces, and it calls for 1 7/8 cup of Greek yogurt. So this is like underneath 2 cups, just a little bit. So I think this is gonna be fine. That's what we're gonna use. And also, if you're wondering, I have a new apron. My sister actually got this for me for my birthday. It says Gluten Free Girls Kitchen, and I am in love with it. It's so cute. Love it, love it, love it. So this is gonna go in. And I think the yogurt part of this makes it like nice and creamy and more moist, because gluten-free bread can be like super dry sometimes, which is not enjoyable to eat for anybody. So she uses Greek yogurt, which I've used before in quick bread recipes that I've done before, and it actually turns out really well. So I actually have never made this recipe before. So this is a new one for me. We're testing it out. It looks amazing, so I'm really excited. I haven't had monkey bread in like years. So it should be really good. This recipe also calls for lukewarm water, so I have to pop that in the microwave. I'm only gonna do it for a few seconds because it's supposed to be lukewarm. So you don't want it to be boiling, which is very important. So I'm gonna pop it in here. Ooh, that was loud. I'm gonna do like 20 seconds maybe, see if that's like lukewarm. We have our microwave hiding in the cabinet below the counter. It's like a baby microwave. It's probably like the size of like literally like this big. That's how big my microwave is. It's okay. We work with what we got, right? All right, let's see how this is. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually really hot, but that's okay. I did it for about 11 seconds. So that is very warm. Let that cool off a little bit before I stick it in here. You want to do 3 tablespoons. So we're gonna put 3 tablespoons in. And we're gonna mix that together. Hopefully using a normal spoon is fine. She doesn't specify, she just says mix it together. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water water, it says you can add some if it doesn't hold together easily, and I don't want it to be a stiff dough, but I don't want it to be too wet. So hopefully adding a little bit more of that's gonna be okay. Again, winging it. Completely winging it, seeing if this turns out good. I'm hoping so. Now I said I was doing a healthy lifestyle in my last video, which I still am. I definitely still am on that healthy lifestyle training, which if you haven't checked that video out, I'll link it down below and on the screen. But I decided, you know, I do well all week, and I think it's okay to splurge on the weekends. It's fine to splurge on the weekends. So that's why we're doing some monkey bread today, because I want to splurge. I want to treat myself to some good, yummy food. Not that healthy food isn't yummy, but it's not the same as all the baked goods. Still is very dry. I'm gonna add a little bit more water, just because the flour is not all incorporated yet, and that's making me a little bit concerned. See if that's gonna help us just a little bit to make it a little bit less dry looking. And that's my main concern when I make gluten-free breads. In the past I've tried and they're always super crumbly, and I really don't want this to be crumbly. It's looking much better now, much more incorporated. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're going to put the dough on a lightly floured surface. So I actually am gonna use the flour that I used for my mix, which is the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour. Super good. Probably my favorite baking flour that I have tried. I've tried quite a few. So I'm just gonna use my island. That's why I got this island too, is I'm so excited because to bake, it's super easy. I used to have to like use the countertops and I had like no room. So I'm very happy that I have this surface now. Makes things so much more fun. Okay, so let's turn this out onto here. It's a little bit clumpy, but that's okay. It says you want the dough to clump together, but you don't want it to feel stiff, which this does not feel stiff, so that's good. Okay, so now you want to knead it just a little bit until it's a bit smoother. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So you wanna fold and push, and then I turn, fold again, and push. Should probably take off my watch, but whatever. That's coming together really well. I've made biscuits before that are like super dry when I knead it, and this does not feel like that. So that's a good sign. I'm gonna flour it just a little bit more to get so it doesn't stick everywhere, like it's already sticking to my hands, but again, messiness is welcome. So a little bit more flour. Make sure it's underneath, whoop, underneath. All right. Much better. Okay, now you're gonna grab your rolling pin. So, let me grab that. And I have the non-stick rolling pin, but if you don't have a non-stick rolling pin, just put some flour over the top and it'll do the exact same. So you want to roll this, oh, I thought I had a non-stick, there we go. I was about to say, wait, what happened? So you wanna roll this out to about 1 inch. So we'll get that into a 1 inch. This is rolling so nice, so nice. This is so satisfying. You know those videos that we watch that are like the satisfying videos? This is that, 100%. 100% this is that. Okay, so we have a pretty good surface. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back. Like I said, we have a pretty good surface. I think I did a little bit thinner than 1 inch, but that's okay. It's not gonna kill it, I hope. So it says use a round cookie cutter, but I don't have cookie cutters, so I'm going to use just a knife and do squares instead. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference, hopefully. So that's what we'll do now. So I'll take like a little paring knife, because that's what I have on hand. I'm gonna sprinkle that a little bit too with flour. And then I'm just going to cut right through. Ooh, I just realized I'm cutting on my island, so hopefully that's not gonna leave a mark. I hope not. Do it gently. So we have that. Now you have to make your little dipping station. So I'm going to melt 6 tablespoons of butter, and then you put together cinnamon and sugar and a little bit of salt, and then I'll show you the process for that. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is you're going to take one of your little dough pieces, and then you're gonna melt it, put it in the melted butter so it coats it, and then you wanna kind of let the excess butter drip it off. And then you're gonna put it into the other salt and cinnamon and sugar part. Bring that up, and then you put it into a prepared loaf tin. So I have mine with parchment paper, and you wanna make sure it comes over the side so you can lift it up and make it really easy for you to transfer the bread. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do that now with every single piece. You know what monkey bread is? It's almost like a cinnamon roll on steroids. That's what it smells like to me, and I'm honestly quite okay with that. Wow, this is so time consuming. Okay, so we have finished rolling all of the dough pieces in the butter and the cinnamon sugar mixture. It took me a lot longer than I expected. It's supposed to take like 15 minutes for prep time, and it's not been 15 minutes for prep time. But it's gonna be worth it. That's what I'm telling myself. It's gonna be worth it. So now what you have to do is you gently press your dough down in your pan. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a push, just so it all kind of compacts together. I don't think you're supposed to do it very hard. Monkey bread is supposed to be able to like pull apart from each other. So I'm just gonna do a gentle push. That's all I'm gonna do. And now, you wanna pop it into the oven for 25 minutes-ish. She says until lightly brown, and it's a little stiff when you touch the dough. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys. So it just came out of the oven. It smells, oh my God, it smells incredible in here. Literally smells like cinnamon rolls. So I'm super excited. And now we're gonna make the topping to go on top. It's kind of like a glaze-ish, like icing type of topping. It says that you have to wait for this to cool for 30 minutes, but I'm telling you, I don't think I'm waiting 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna eat it in like 10 because it smells so good. So for the glaze, what you're gonna need is confectioner sugar and milk of any kind. It says you need as whatever kind of milk you have. I'm gonna use oat milk. So you put 3/4 cup of milk, not milk, of the confectioner sugar, and then you're gonna put a tablespoon of milk, and then it says if you want to thin it, you can add more. So we'll see what it looks like. Stir that on up. All right, so we have that delicious, runny, creamy glaze. And honestly, guys, I think I'm just gonna try it now, to be quite honest with you. So I'm gonna drizzle this on the top. This might burn my mouth. Fingers crossed it won't. Woo! Oh my God, wait. This is gonna be amazing. Okay, yeah, you have to make this. Oh my God. It tastes exactly like a cinnamon roll, but like 10 times better. You have so much more of it, so much easier to eat. This is amazing. So please try this recipe. Even though it took a little bit, it's worth it in my opinion. I'm definitely gonna finish a decent amount of it today, probably. So like I said, if you guys try this, you won't regret it. So make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Gluten Free Girl. If you make it, please tag me. I'd be so happy to see you guys make this. Make sure you're subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos, and give me a like, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!